Yan, magandang araw mga kabatas natin at welcome sa isa namang live stream. Mga kabatas natin, tuloy natin dito, no? Sa mga katutune in lang dito sa ating series na ito, this is the daily dose of 30 to 0, mga kabatas natin. And this is the commencement, no, of the Raffy Tulfo in Action Foundation versus Attorney Libayan case. Yung 32 cases na yan. And the only reason why I'm showing you this resolution is because of the fact that we can learn a lot from it. Okay? We can learn a lot from it. Ito yung mga hindi tinatago sa baul, mga kabatas natin. Ito yung mga sineshare. It's a treasure trove of legal resources. Tuloy natin, mga kabatas natin. A person of power usually attracts friends who are fulsome in their praise. Raffy Tulfo is in need of people who can guide him, especially as the videos show the following adage to be true. Faithful are the wounds of a friend, profuse are the kisses of an enemy. I'm your friend. Tignan nyo. The accused might actually be an impartial critic as he is capable of agreeing with Raffy Tulfo in action. They actually watch the videos. Kabatas natin. So it is that criticism of a copyrighted work is deemed fair use. Thus was the ruling in the case of Art Rogers versus Jeff Koons et al. It's a criticism. Ang pinaka-pinaglalaban lang naman nila dito, mga kabatas natin, no? Ang pinakapaglalaban nila dito ay yung commercial purpose daw yung ginagawa ko. If ever there is commercial there, sinabi rin naman dito, mga kabatas natin, no, na everything has commerciality in it. Di ba? Tignan nyo. This equitable doctrine permits other people to use copyrighted material without the owner's consent in a reasonable manner for certain purposes. Section 107 states that an original work copied for purposes such as criticism or comment may not constitute infringement, but instead may be a fair use. Actually, sa Amerika, mga kabatas natin, ang dami ng gantong rulings eh. Behind na tayo dito sa ganito eh. The criticisms, reviews, and reactions of the accused in the aforementioned videos clearly have legal, social, and educational purposes. Legal, social, and educational purposes. They are transformative views as they are pieces of advice on legal matters and are comments on the consequences of the legal recommendations and actions of Raffy Tulfo in action. They serve as a foil to the foibles of the complainant. The amount and substantiality of the portions used in relation to the copyrighted work as a whole would not necessarily be against the accused. It is evident that the entire videos of the RTI has been shown in the videos of the accused. Siguro dito, obvious naman eh. I did not copy any substantial portion. Their videos are 3 minutes. 3 minutes, 3 hours. Ang ipi-play kong videos lang nila, mga kabatas natin, minutes. Wala pang 10 minuto. Then I'll criticize on that. Di ba? Mang Rene, sa kalam tumahimik ka muna, ha? However, there are way more comments made by the accused than the entire streaming of the videos. Sometimes, the videos would be shown for only a few minutes before the accused would comment, react, or criticize. Said comments are all relevant to the videos criticized. The accused would also wholeheartedly agree to some views and actions of Raffy Tulfo in action. Therefore, the accused strive to be fair and professional. There is a need to reproduce the entire video in order to react fairly thereto. Sinabi niya dito, mga kabatas natin, yung video ko, hindi naman buong video ng Raffy Tulfo in action. Actually, konti lang yun eh. Kailangan lang talagang i-play yung videos na yon para magkaroon ako ng fair comment. Tumahimik ka, Mang Rene. Mute yan si Mang Rene. Mute nyo yan si Mang Rene. Yan. Jemar, mute yan si Mang Rene. It would not be amiss to point out that YouTube has its own copyright match tool that can automatically identify videos that are matches or potential matches of other videos on YouTube. Alam naman natin lahat ito. Di ba? Alam naman natin lahat ito. We can do that. Di ba? Many people tried it in relation to me. I said fair use. Panalo ako. Up to this moment, I've been in YouTube for how many years? A couple? A few years? Maraming taong nag-try na mag-copyright strike sa akin based on copyright infringement. All of them lost. Because YouTube said it's fair use. Because it's fair use, YouTube said. Ngayon kasi mga kabatas natin, siguro marami nagtatanong, US naman yan, hindi Pilipinas eh. Mga kabatas natin. Copyright infringement and fair use, no, should be uniform internationally. You know why? You know why? Because, mga kabatas natin, our social media platforms are international in nature. So, like for example, kung tayo, no, magkakaroon tayo ng separate na copyright laws, even if we are signatories to several international laws, 'di ba? Tapos syempre we have kasi yung sinasabi nila na generally accepted principles of international law. This could be considered one of them because this is international in application. Isipin mo na lang mga kabatas natin na kapag ikaw, like for example, YouTube, no? YouTube is a foreign company. Facebook is a foreign company. They have their copyright laws there. They have their fair use laws there. Meron silang batas doon. Ngayon mga kabatas natin, kung meron tayong sariling batas dito, kunwari, kaiba sa batas doon sa Amerika. And I told you already before also, mga kabatas natin, na US laws are secondary sources of law here in the Philippines. Okay? Ibig sabihin, they can be sources of laws here in the Philippines. One big example is the Miranda Doctrine. No, it is from the case US versus Miranda. Hanggang ngayon ginagamit pa rin natin 'yon. Marami tayong US na kaso na inadapt dito sa Pilipinas. Okay? So, YouTube, mga kabatas natin, also has this. This is one of the safety measures enforced by YouTube to protect and enforce the rights of content creators on its channel. Since the accused herein was able to upload on his YouTube channel the subject videos of Raffy Tulfo in action without having been flagged by YouTube's copyright match tool, then it can safely be inferred that there was no such infringement that occurred herein. More so when such episodes of Raffy Tulfo in action was only used as or has merely been used as a subject of the commentary of Atty. Libayan on his YouTube channel. Ganon din kasi yung kaso nung kay H3H3 Productions. Hobred something. Ngayon, mga kabatas natin, ang nakalagay doon, sabi niya, bakit niya plinay yung video? O bakit plinay niya pa? Kailangan niya pang i-play yung video? O bakit kailangan pang substantial portion of the video will be played? Kasi nga, it is necessary for you to comment on it. Okay? YouTube must have applied the exemption to copyright therein. Example, fair use and fair dealing, among others. Ito na. This is very juicy also, mga kabatas natin. Therefore, fair use need not be seen as a defense available to the accused during trial only. Hindi ko nga maintindihan yun eh. Yung sinasabi nila na pwede ka lang sabihin o gamitin ng fair use during trial only. I don't understand it. You know why? Because usually, if a defense is only available during trial, it is only available during trial because you need to present evidence. Okay? You need to authenticate and present evidence. In this case, in cases of copyright infringement, mga kabatas natin, unless you deny the copyrighted video, the very evidence, tulad ng sinabi rin ng korte nung umpisa, are the videos themselves. Res ipsa loquitur. Titingin ka lang sa video at wala nang iba, doon mo makikita kung may fair use o wala. Di ba? It is available as a privilege limitation on the rights of the copyright owner. Such limitation may be raised or detected at the start, i.e., judicial determination of probable cause when the evidence presented duly and patently shows that fair use is indeed very apparent. Sabi niya, sobrang obvious ang fair use. Ikaw naman. Nakakahiya nga eh. Sabi niya, kudos to the judge for watching everything. Nakakahiya nga eh. Dun sa judge, parang wow. You were tortured by 32 videos of mine. And those videos are not short. Those are not shorts, mga kabatas natin. They are at least or average 30 minutes long. 30 times, average na lang 30 times 32. Ilan yon? 30 times 32. Hindi, mas maganda, ano na lang, para hours. 15 hours. More than 15 hours siya nanood, mga kabatas natin. Kung K-drama yan, tapos yung isang K-drama, mga kabatas natin, ay 1 hour each. That's 16 episodes. Pag K-drama yan, tapos 30 minutes each yung isang episode, that's 32 episodes. Isang season. Diba? Ayun. Said concept fair use being more of a privileged limitation on the rights of the copyright owner available at the start of the case rather than just a defense to be availed of at the trial proper is shown by the paradigm shift in the development of the copyright cases in the United States. Oh my gosh. Like I told you, I cannot even look for these cases. Bruce E. Boyden, in his article, The Surprisingly Confused History of Fair Use, it is a limit or a defense or both. Hints on the jurisprudential shift of fair use from defense to copyright limitations. To it. Wow. That sort of claim that fair use limits copyright infringement instead of just carving out holes from it, it will strike most copyright lawyers as odd or mistaken. Fair use, it's been declared repeatedly, is an affirmative defense. You can only reach the issue of fair use if it's clear it's already been determined that the plaintiff has established infringement. So sinabi ng korte dito, you have to establish infringement first. Then after, let's talk about fair use. Okay? It's too late to rebut the infringement claim at that point. But while the modern cases all say fair use is just a defense, it's clear it's more than that. Fair use is a critical part of how copyright lawyers and judges determine what is infringing in the first place, which is why copyright analysis often jump to it before infringement has been clearly established. So, pwede mo nang gamitin sa umpisa pa lang. Alam nyo kasi ang hindi maganda, mga kabatas natin, no? Na magiging consequence if indeed we will stick doon sa sinasabi nila na fair use is a defense that you should only invoke during a full-blown trial is the prevalence of SLAPP suits. Katulad nito. Bakit, mga kabatas natin? Isipin nyo, kung yan, di ba? Yan ang ruling. I can sue everyone who used my videos. They need to get a lawyer. Kailangan nilang magpiyansa bago nila masabing fair use. Bago nila masabing fair use. Gagastos na sila, kung wala silang pampiyansa, makukulong pa sila. Tama, no nonsense. It will be the factory of nuisance cases, SLAPP suits. Ako na lang ilan ang pwede kong kasuhan. Tapos sasabihin nila, hindi, diretso na yan. Hindi preliminary investigation, ginamit mo yung video. Korte yan. And how long will it stay in court? And if it stays in court, what happens? Papasok lahat tapos ubos resources. Then after that, katulad nito, dismissed. It's a huge waste of time. Sabi ni Margarita Wanabe, akala ko pipitsugin ka lang na lawyer, sabi ni Raffy Tulfo. Totoo naman. Bakit kailangan ka pagamitan ng Divina and up to 100 lawyers siguro ha, Libayan? Hindi naman sa kalam. This is just justice. This is just the truth. Diba? 15 hours ng judge ang nasayang. Exactly. Kasi, mga kabatas natin, paano pag yung video ko na ginawa ko na 32 videos, tigda 2 oras each. Tapos mapupunta sa judge. Ano na lang ang gagawin ng judge? Magre-review na lang ng videos forever. Diba? Oh. Copyright owners sending takedown notices under Section 512 can be sued if they don't take their fair use into account, which would be inexplicable if it was just a defense. So, papaliwanag ko sa inyo ito, mga kabatas natin. Doon sa Amerika, no, merong gantong klaseng batas. Kapag ikaw, nag-send ka, itong si Kayo, at saka si Nico David, nagkaroon ng takedown, di ba? Nag-send ng takedown itong si Nico David kay Kayo. Sinabi niya na copyright infringement yan. Pati si Comicsman, nag-send siya ng copyright takedown. Alam niyo sa Amerika, mga kabatas natin, if you send takedown notices doon sa YouTubers, katulad nung ginawa nila kay Kayo, they can be sued. Nico David and Comicsman can be sued. Sabi dyan, no, they can be sued if they don't take fair use into account. Which would be inexplicable if it was just a defense. Diba? And furthermore, there's a long history in copyright law of treating fair use as not simply a series of carve-outs, but as the inverse of infringement. Ang galing! It's the inverse. Kabaliktaran ng fair use yung copyright infringement. Hindi lang siya carve out, o kaya parang hindi lang butas yan. Parang loophole, or tinanggal lang, or exception lang. Hindi lang merely exception yan sa copyright infringement. Kundi kabaliktaran yan ng copyright infringement. Sabi niya, it is the inverse of infringement. Ganda, no? Oh my goodness. Parang perfect opposite siya ng infringement. Tama. Hindi lang loopholes, hindi lang carve-outs. Anyway, mga kapatid natin, let's stop there. I want to emphasize this. Again, doon sa start natin tomorrow, dito sa ating 30-0 series. Work of art. It is a work of art. Oh my goodness. Antithesis, kumbaga, attorney. Maraming salamat, mga batas natin. At syempre, tulad laging sinasabi, sabi ni I am fake enough, wag na natin banggitin ng Divina Law. Ginawa lang naman na ang trabaho. Fair enough. Dahil alam natin na yung natutulog ng Mimbing, siya yung laging panalo. Paalam po, pansamantala.